Athletics Browns beat reporter Zac Jackson on if he thinks David Njoku will be with Browns in 2026.
Well, he probably has to be because of how much money he takes up on the cap, whether he's on the team or not, right? But he has to have the David Njoku year of 2 years ago because you couldn't possibly extend him if he has last year's year. And we'll have to see what he wants and where it is. I think there's a chance that David Njoku gets 150 targets on this team. And, if he's healthy and explosive, he turns those into those, and he becomes the unique player that he's been at times, 8 or 10 games over his career. And we'll see. But Teller's in the same boat. I mean, they owed all these guys a bunch of money, but they don't have them under contract. So there's going to have to be more maneuvering here. They just don't have a ton of guys under contract, period. This whole window was designed for last year and this year.
Yeah, Damon, it will be interesting, and you know what? That's not a bad thing. You need guys like that to go out and have years, so they play for another contract.
Yeah, I'm really optimistic this season with Njoku. I think that he's going to have a bounce back year in the system. I think that Tommy Reese and Stefanski, they both love the tight end position. So they're going to find ways to feed him the football. And, the Browns offense definitely will need it. So I envision him being here for a few more years after this season. I'm not sure exactly, when or if a contract will be agreed to. However, I do think that he's definitely in the long-term plans. And having two tight end set of Fannin and Njoku is the plan long term for the Browns.
Yeah, especially if you're in the Kevin Stefanski offense, you better have a guy like Njoku who can do the inline blocking.